Hello and welcome back to Nate the Hoof Guy. Today's video, we have got a heifer with a very sore left front foot. But she's got a calf in about 40 days, so we got to get her on the mend. Now, based on the way this girl was walking and how she's holding this foot right now, I can tell it's on the inside claw of this foot. So let's get it picked up and try to figure out what it is. Now that we've got some of that debris removed, it's pretty obvious where this problem is, right in that toe section on that inside claw. So let's get started on this. And within a few swipes of the knife, I feel it catch on something in that toe. And what it is a small little stone wedged right in that white line. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but you're about to see why this foot was so sore. As I work closer and closer to this pocket of infection, I take thinner and thinner layers. How thin? Thin enough you can see through them. The reason I do that is because I know one extra swipe of that knife and I could go too deep. So I take nice thin layers. You can see here, this horn is becoming transparent. I'm getting real close to that pocket of infection. And there it is. We're through. Now we have to see how large an area of separation we have underneath this. This is quite an extensive area of separation here. And the way that I know that my knife isn't cutting into anything underneath that right now, even though you can't see the tip of it, is I'm pulling back on that knife. It's hard to get this concept across in video, but I'm actually pulling toward me slightly with that knife as I'm cutting. That way my knife is staying with the separated portion and not getting anywhere close to that corium underneath. Another thing to keep in mind when you watch this, or when you watch any video for that matter, is the amount of separation associated with a lesion has nothing to do with how long time frame that lesion has been there. The way we determine how long a lesion has been there is based on the amount of horn production underneath that first layer of separation. And you can see here with this one, we are right at the corium level, which means that when this abscess had formed there, there's been virtually no time to produce another layer of horn underneath that from that initial separation. So we're talking here a matter of days that this lesion has been there, definitely not much longer than that. If it were, we would have additional layers of horn that would have been produced underneath that, and we obviously don't have that. We're at the corium level here. So what we got here is that the initial lesion right in the toe there, and I've still got some horn to clean off around these edges yet, but we're getting close to wrapping this up. So it's pretty obvious with this lesion, we're going to need some more intervention here. We're going to put a rubber block on that other claw to take the weight off of this injured one. We've got all of the loose horn removed from, or a lot of it, except near that heel section there. Obviously, when you look at this other toe, this injured claw, it looks like that toe is still long. I don't want to continue trimming that. The reason it looks long is because I've removed the sole that would typically be there that has been released, so that's why it looks that way. As we zoom in, you can see that lesion's got some damaged tissue on that. I can't cut that out. I mean, I could cut that out. I'm not going to cut that out. I put some salicylic acid on that to allow that to help slough that off. These little thin layers here, that's actually live tissue. If I were to cut that right now, it would be a mess in there. And you can see up above there where it's kind of where I disturbed it a little bit already. So I don't want to keep cutting that out. That'll go completely away as it hardens up, and it'll flake right off and you won't even know it was there. But like I said, I'm going to use salicylic acid. It's going to help obviously with pain with her, in this case to help slough off some of that damaged tissue in that toe section without me having to cut it out. And get this wrapped up and we'll let her go. You'll notice when we put her down this time, a lot of times we're able to take that pain away with these blocks and with this salicylic acid wrap. But you're going to see she's still very uncomfortable on this foot, but hopefully we've set her on her way now to help recover that. Just grinding off some of this glue and we'll get her down. All right, that's going to do it, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you all on the next one.